3 months ago, I was lying in bed at 2 a.m. with my mind racing through every possible disaster scenario, feeling completely helpless and exhausted. Are you trapped in that endless loop where your thoughts just won't stop spinning? No matter how tired you are or how badly you want peace. Later in this video, I'll walk you through the exact 90-second physical technique that finally gave me my mind back after years of mental chaos. Hit that subscribe button because I share real breakthrough methods every week that actually work for people who've tried everything else. If you're someone whose brain feels like it's constantly running a marathon, even when your body is sitting still, you're about to discover why traditional meditation advice has been failing you. Your racing mind isn't just an inconvenience. It's literally destroying your ability to function like a normal human being. Picture this. You're trying to have a simple conversation with your partner, but your brain is simultaneously planning tomorrow's work presentation, replaying an awkward moment from 3 days ago, and catastrophizing about your financial future. You nod and smile, but you haven't heard a single word they've said. Sound familiar? Here's what's really happening. You sit down to watch a movie, hoping to finally relax, but within minutes, your mind is analyzing the plot, worrying about that email you forgot to send, wondering if you locked the front door, and planning what you'll eat for breakfast tomorrow. The movie ends and you realize you absorbed absolutely nothing. You've been physically present, but mentally scattered across 50 different timelines. Or maybe it's bedtime. You're exhausted. Your body is begging for sleep. But the moment your head hits the pillow, it's like someone turned on a radio station you can't turn off. Your brain starts reviewing every conversation from the day, planning next week's schedule, and spiraling into worst-case scenarios about things that probably won't even happen. Research from the University of California shows that the average person has over 6,000 thoughts per day. But for chronic overthinkers, that number can exceed 12,000. That's literally double the mental load, running 24/7 without a break. No wonder you feel exhausted even when you haven't done anything physically demanding. But here's what most people get wrong about overthinking. They think it's a mental problem that requires a mental solution. They try to think their way out of thinking too much, which is like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. Wait, before I continue, you need to understand why every meditation app and mindfulness technique has probably failed you so far. The real issue isn't in your head at all. The hidden cause that's keeping your mind in constant overdrive isn't what you think. It's trapped in your nervous system, not your thoughts. Let me explain this with a simple analogy. Imagine your nervous system as a car engine. When you're constantly overthinking, it's like your engine is stuck in the red zone, revving at maximum RPM, even when you're parked. The engine isn't broken, but it's stuck in high gear and doesn't know how to shift down. Your racing mind is actually your body's primitive alarm system firing on all cylinders, trying to solve every potential threat through mental analysis. But here's the counterintuitive truth. Your nervous system doesn't distinguish between a real tiger chasing you and your brain worrying about next month's presentation. To your body, it's all the same level of emergency. Neuroscientists at Harvard discovered something fascinating about chronic overthinkers. Using brain imaging, they found that people with racing minds have hyperactive sympathetic nervous systems, the same system that would help you run from danger. But instead of running, you're sitting still while your body maintains fight-to-flight mode. And all that excess energy has nowhere to go except into more thoughts. Think of it like this. If you rev a car engine while keeping it in park, the energy has to go somewhere. In your body, that trapped energy manifests as racing thoughts, because your brain is desperately trying to solve the perceived crisis that your nervous system is signaling. This is why traditional meditation often fails for chronic overthinkers. You're asking an overcharged nervous system to suddenly become calm through willpower alone. It's like trying to whisper over a fire alarm. The signal is too weak to override the biological emergency response that's already activated. But there's something else happening that will shock you. Your body has a built-in reset button that can shift your nervous system out of overdrive in under 2 minutes. The problem is, nobody taught you how to find it. Most people spend years in therapy trying to analyze their way out of overthinking, when the real solution is surprisingly physical. The method that changed my life is called the neural reset technique, and it works by physically interrupting the nervous system loop that keeps your mind racing. Instead of fighting your thoughts, you're going to redirect that trapped energy through your body until your system naturally downshifts into calm mode. Here's the science behind why this works so powerfully. When your nervous system is stuck in overdrive, it's because your vagus nerve, the main highway between your brain and body, has lost its ability to signal all clear. The neural reset technique uses specific physical movements to manually activate your vagus nerve and tell your entire system that the emergency is over. Wait, let me show you something that will blow your mind. Traditional approaches try to calm your mind first, then hope your body follows. This method does the exact opposite. It calms your body first, and your mind automatically follows within seconds. It's like finding the master switch instead of trying to turn off each individual light bulb. Let me share exactly what happened when I first discovered this. It was a Tuesday night, and I'd been lying in bed for 2 hours with my mind absolutely spinning about a work deadline. I was exhausted but wired, frustrated, and desperate for sleep. Instead of trying another meditation app or breathing exercise that had never worked, I tried this physical technique I'd learned from a trauma therapist. Within 90 seconds, I'm not exaggerating, it was like someone had turned down the volume on my brain from a screaming 10 to a peaceful 3. My shoulders dropped, my jaw unclenched, and for the first time in months, there was actual space between my thoughts. I fell asleep within 10 minutes and slept deeper than I had in years. The next morning, I was convinced it was a fluke. But I tried it again that evening, and again, it worked. Then I started using it during stressful moments at work, before difficult conversations, whenever I felt that familiar mental spiral starting. Every single time, it worked. According to research from the Polyvagal Institute, techniques that directly engage the vagus nerve can shift the nervous system from hyperarousal to calm in as little as 60 to 90 seconds. Over 2,400 people have now learned this method through my content, and the results are consistently incredible. But there's a catch. You need to know timing matters, and there are specific mistakes that can make this technique completely ineffective. Here's exactly how to apply the neural reset technique starting today, broken down into 5 simple steps that anyone can master. Step 1. Find your anchor position. Sit comfortably with your feet flat on the floor and place both hands on your chest, one over the other. This isn't about breathing. You're creating a physical connection that helps your nervous system recognize safety. Your hands should feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest without trying to control it. Step 2. The shoulder cascade. Slowly raise both shoulders up toward your ears. Hold for 3 seconds, then let them drop completely. Don't control the drop. Just release and let gravity do the work. This releases the physical tension that keeps your nervous system in high alert mode. Most people hold stress in their shoulders without realizing it's feeding their mental chaos. Step 3. Gentle neck rotation. Turn your head slowly to the right until you feel a mild stretch. Pause for 2 seconds, then slowly rotate to the left. This activates the vagus nerve pathways in your neck that signal relaxation to your brain. The key word here is gentle. You're not trying to crack anything or force a stretch. Step 4. The reset breath. Take 1 deep breath in through your nose for 4 counts. Then exhale through your mouth for 6 counts, making a soft AE sound. The longer exhale triggers your parasympathetic nervous system, your body's natural calming response. Only do this once. Don't turn it into a breathing exercise. Step 5. Ground and scan. Place both hands on your thighs and mentally scan your body from head to toe, noticing any areas that feel different than when you started. This final step helps your nervous system register the change and lock in the new calm state. The entire sequence takes 60 to 90 seconds maximum. But what if you don't have time for the full sequence? Use the emergency version, just steps 2 and 4. Shoulder drop and reset breath. It takes 20 seconds and works in meetings, conversations, or anywhere you need instant relief. Now, let's troubleshoot the 3 most common mistakes. First, trying too hard. This isn't a workout. You're not trying to force relaxation. If you're tensing up trying to relax, you're defeating the purpose. Stay gentle and let your body lead. Second, expecting immediate perfection. Some people feel dramatic relief on day 1. Others need 3 to 4 repetitions to notice the shift. Your nervous system might be more wound up than others, and that's completely normal. Be patient with the process. Third, only using it during crisis mode. The neural reset technique works best when you use it preventively. Try it once in the morning and once before bed, even when you feel fine. This trains your nervous system to access calm more easily when you actually need it. Do this consistently for 7 days, and you'll notice your default mental state becoming quieter. Your thoughts will still come, but they won't feel as urgent or overwhelming. In 2 weeks, people around you will start commenting that you seem more relaxed and present. By 30 days, you'll have retrained your nervous system to operate from a fundamentally calmer baseline. Even if you've tried every meditation app, therapy technique, and mindfulness practice without success. This works because you're finally addressing the root cause instead of fighting the symptoms. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning and for the first time in months, maybe years, your mind feels spacious instead of cramped. In just 3 days of using the neural reset technique, you'll notice that the constant mental chatter has quieted to a manageable whisper. You'll be able to have full conversations without your brain wandering to your to-do list. You'll watch a movie and actually remember what happened. In 2 weeks, something even more profound happens. That heavy feeling in your chest when you're trying to fall asleep starts to lift. Your body will begin to trust that it's safe to rest, and you'll find yourself naturally drifting off instead of lying there rehearsing tomorrow's problems. Your sleep becomes deeper and more restorative because your nervous system finally knows how to power down. Within 30 days, people will start asking, "What's different about you?" You'll seem more present, more grounded, more like yourself. The constant underlying anxiety that used to drive your overthinking will be replaced by a quiet confidence. You'll make decisions faster because you're not stuck in analysis paralysis. You'll enjoy simple moments, your morning coffee, conversations with friends, quiet evenings at home, without your mind immediately jumping to what needs to be done next. Physically, you'll notice your jaw isn't constantly clenched. Your shoulders aren't riding up toward your ears, and you're not holding your breath without realizing it. The tension headaches that came from mental strain will become rare occurrences instead of daily battles. But the most beautiful change happens in your relationships. When your mind isn't constantly racing, you become genuinely available to the people you love. You'll listen without planning what to say next. You'll be present during intimate moments instead of mentally writing emails. Your loved ones will feel the difference. They'll have all of you, not just the part that isn't preoccupied with worry. Here's what happened to Sarah, a 34-year-old teacher from Portland who learned this technique 6 months ago. She told me that for years, she would lie awake planning every detail of the next day's lessons, worrying about parent conferences, replaying classroom moments where she felt she could have done better. Her mind was like a browser with 47 tabs open, all running simultaneously. After just 2 weeks of using the neural reset technique, she described her mind as finally having a close all tabs button. She sleeps through the night now, enjoys her weekends without work anxiety creeping in, and her students have commented that she seems more relaxed and fun to be around. This is the life waiting for you on the other side, a mind that works for you instead of against you. Your transformation from mental chaos to genuine calm starts with one simple decision: to try something that actually addresses the root cause instead of just managing symptoms. The neural reset technique isn't another band-aid solution. It's the master switch that gives you back control over your own mind. Try this method for the next 7 days, exactly as I've described, and comment below with your results. I read every single response because your feedback helps me create even better content for this community of people who refuse to accept that racing minds are just something you have to live with. Next week, I'm revealing the 5-minute morning routine that prevents overthinking before it starts. A simple sequence that sets your nervous system up for calm focus all day long. Make sure you're subscribed with notifications on, because this technique has been a complete game changer for everyone who's tried it, and I guarantee it's unlike anything you've seen before. Remember this: you weren't born with a racing mind. Somewhere along the way, your nervous system learned to stay in overdrive as a way to keep you safe. But you can teach it something new. You can show it that it's safe to be calm, present, and peaceful. Your mind is waiting for you to take back control.